Usually where the attorney sits down, that's that.
Because he has to, next to the troublemakers.
It's always been my story of my life. Never get that by the pretty lady. Only one, I'm glad you have that. That's the only one that matters. Yeah. That's still putting it out. Sometimes too much.
All right, we got our quorum. Last one in gets to lead the pledge. Do you mind, Brian? Okay, thank you. Not that you're necessarily the last one in, but you're our sixth, so. Yep, last to make a quorum. So.
If he mentioned whether he wanted to speak or just gonna be.
He will be on for questions. So if anybody has questions, he needs to answer, but we would prefer if you present it.
Oh.
Aaron, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Very loud, we can barely hear him.
Yeah, let's bring Aaron up a little bit.
Hear him.
Okay.
We're muted in here. Our sound's turned on.
Oh,
And the volume shut off.
well, that's what it says down there, bottom right corner.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, we're not muted. Our sound is just.
The sound on the computer has an X. It says it's off, but I don't know what that, if it's coming through it. Oh, that one's supposed to be off. Okay. All right.
Oh, come on, let me mess it up. I'm making adjustments back here.
Okay. Aaron, you better recite the Declaration of Independence or something till we get a good sound check on you.
Is that any better?
7 years ago.
I have to find something good to read.
All right.
Good. Alan was listening. When in the course of human events.
Is that any better?
Say something again, Aaron.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
He's using-
Hello. Hello.
Mhm. I'm not getting room sound.
Test. We are testing.
Sing for us, Aaron, sing so we can hear.
That is the last thing you want right now, actually. Computer. Trying to see if there's a way I can turn it up on my end.
So these speakers aren't on then, or something about them not running.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something there.
That better?
Okay, now we got you.
Okay, great.
All right. So at 6:30, we'll begin tonight. Welcome, everybody. And we'll begin with the pledge led by Brian.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Let's have a roll call.
Randall Kempton,
Here.
Sally Smith, Aaron Richards,
Here.
Jim Lawrence,
Here.
Bruce Casper,
Here.
McKay Francis,
Here.
Brian Thackeray,
Here.
Bern Muir,
Here.
Dan Hanna, Tammy Geddes.
Here.
Okay. Thank you. We'll have the approval of the planning and zoning minutes for February 19th. There's a motion to approve those.
I would move to make a motion that we approve the minutes from our last meeting on February 19th.
Second.
And seconded by Vern. Okay. All right. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And I also abstain. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. We have just one public hearing tonight, and that is the conditional use permit for the Tractor Supply Company located at approximately 1201 South 12th West to allow a storage yard in a CBC zone. And if there are anybody who has conflict of interest in this? Discuss that? None? All right. Great. And we'll have the presentation then by Alan, please.
Thank you, commissioners. The property, just to start out with, this is University Boulevard, the good to go, the old Iron Horse right here. What is happening right now, this is still one large parcel. They will come in later and split this after they find out if the CUP is granted that. They are looking at going on this end of this parcel.
Next to John Deere.
Right next to John Deere. So, and they requested, we told them that it may not be necessary, but he wanted to make sure, he says, please, let's just go through, let's take care of it. I don't want any problems down the road. So they have asked for a conditional use permit so that they can then have a storage yard to sell some of the materials. And this would be similar to a cow ranch or a Valley White where they have some of their stocked items would be out in a yard. So they would like to present that to you. We reviewed it and we're recommending it to you for recommending approval of the city council.
Okay,
And the applicant is online if you happen to have questions for it.
great. Are there any questions for the applicant or for staff?
I have one question. Because we're doing it for the whole lot, does that mean that the conditional use permit will go for that entire thing? So even after it's split, if like the Good to Go wanted to, they could do outdoor storage as well?
Good too.
Is that an issue at all, or?
I don't see one. You've got a storage yard across the yard that you already granted for the Builders First. You got storage yard to the north of them with RMS. Every direction you go, we have storage yards. So I don't see it as a conflict in this area.
Are there limitations to what can and cannot be stored outside?
Well, when we're looking at the conditional use like this in their permitting chart, basically what you're looking at is outdoor storage for basically minor construction materials like fencing and panels and that type of stuff. There'll be food stuff for animals, feeding that. So that's pretty much what's in it. Usually they come in and put privacy fence around this so that it's not exposed to the public. So unless they're getting into something, I would assume that is more dangerous, which they're not, they would have to come to us before they did that.
The only reason I asked that is we approved a CUP in the last couple of years where somebody wanted to do welding and something else. I believe it was out by the airport. Any kind of light manufacturing or things like that, would that be approved under this as well?
Because that's a different CUP.
Okay.
Come in and ask for manufacturing.
Now, as I understand it, and our attorney could probably correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm reading off of the paper given to me, that if we felt that there was a concern In granting a conditional use permit, the approving body may prescribe appropriate conditions and safeguards, which might include but not be limited to, and then there's a number of, things that we could
Yes,
put on the permit.
but they're asking for a storage yard for their particular materials that they would be selling. I don't know if any of you've been to Tractor Supply. It is very similar to a cow ranch or a valley. Like it's almost, I won't say identical because they each have their unique features.
So they're designating the kind of the borderline on the interior of the property. I mean, right now, the whole property is designated. Okay.
If we didn't,
You could throw one condition on there saying it pertains to the development of Tractor Supply. And that would limit it to their
Limit it.
property if you were to choose to put that condition on it. So then they would be approved, the rest of the lot would not. So that is something that you could put as a condition.
I think that would be wise.
yeah.
But yeah, with that, if anyone else did want that, they would have to come and
They'd
get
have to come
their,
back in front of you guys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can I ask a question about, you said possibly like feed or whatever for animals? Could this be an area that could encourage animals to come? Like if they have feed outside,
This is feed per se. Would not be for feeding or housing animals.
but
You
I
may have chickens in that inside.
no, what I'm saying is, will it attract animals? If there's feed outside, will it be attracting animals? Is that the kind of feed, or are we talking about something
You're
different?
talking, if you've been in front of Cow Ranch, they have bales of hay, bales of straw, and a lot of it is bag stuff. You may have, they have tubs of feed stuff that they have once in a while that you can put out for cattle to eat out of or horses to eat out of based on a nutritional requirement. But most of that is in a contained unit. The bales would be an open part, but you're not gonna see any attraction of animals that would be able to even get into the facility because it would be fenced.
Okay, because of the fencing.
Protected.
I just know that over even at like the car wash, they had porcupines coming in that were being attracted to the car wash for whatever reason. I don't even know, but
Stuff, yeah.
but this is on the perimeter. And so I just wondered if that would be a problem. or a
Shouldn't be a
concern.
problem.
Okay.
Because they're gonna do everything they can to protect their assets in this, so they're gonna make sure.
Does this, just curious, does our applicant want to clarify anything that we've, based on what you've heard us discussing at this point?
Says.
I think y'all have covered it well. Hopefully you can hear me. All of the feed that can spoil is stored inside. So to Alan's point, there may be hay in a forage shed, but it too is protected from the elements because if it gets wet, it's spoiled. We call it a fenced outdoor display. It is fenced in, it's protected. It's mainly for items that are too large to put on the sales floor. There would be outdoor propane in that same fenced area, which would be permitted through the proper channels. And, panels, dog kennels, that sort of thing is what's stored in the fenced outdoor display.
Any other questions for applicant or staff?
Access into the property to get it there, are they gonna go from the Tractor Supply side?
They will come straight out onto 12th, almost directly in front of it.
Okay,
So it'll have an access in that area.
okay.
And that will come when we see building plans and the finals, they'll show us that type of stuff. It'll have to meet Keith's approval.
Okay. Other questions for staff or applicant before we open the public hearing? Okay,
I think you may have one panelist on here, so we'll keep an eye on that if they want to speak online.
oh,
It was, I don't know if they're still on there.
okay. Great. All right. We will then proceed with the public hearing, hearing first from those who are in favor of the proposal, and then those who are neutral, and then those who are opposed to the proposal. And we will begin with those who are in favor. And seeing none, anyone who is neutral to the proposal. And seeing none, anyone who is opposed to the proposal, either in the room or online. Okay. Seeing none, then we will close the public hearing and continue with our begin with our discussion among the commissioners.
So I'll just jump in there. Tractor Supply is all over the rural Texas markets, and as Alan said, it's very much like what we talked about. Their outdoor storage is going to be what you would expect. So I don't see any problem with this, and I do agree with the idea of, because this tract will be platted, to just limit the CUP to the Tractor Supply lot, to be determined in the future. That's my only thought.
I'll make a motion. We're all looking back and forth at each other. I mean, there's not been any opposition, no anything. I move that we recommend to the Rexburg City Council the CUP Tractor Supply Company at 1201 South 12th West be recommended and sent to the Rexburg City Council for approval.
So
The restriction.
may I add just
Yes.
the CUP application as presented, and that it would be conditionally permitted to Tractor Supply Company alone? Is that all right with you?
Okay.
Yay, barely.
All right. So amended. Any second to that motion?
I'll second it.
Okay. Any further discussion of the motion and how it's worded?
Can we include that it's for a storage yard in the motion?
Okay.
Yeah, to allow a storage yard conditionally permitted to Tractor Supply Company alone.
Okay. Okay, so amended. And all in favor?
Do I have to resecond it?
Yeah, second.
I'll resecond it.
Seconded by Brian. Okay,
Yes.
great. Reseconded by Brian. Okay. Good. All in favor then?
Aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Okay, that motion carries then. We'll send that on to City Council for their consideration.
That right there, it's just in line with John Deere.
Especially
I
if
think, I
it's
mean-
Tractor Supply, with Tractor Store. I think it's obvious.
It's an obvious fit, isn't it?
Sounds like Mr. Dunstan knows what he's doing.
Yes.
Anything, Alan, for heads up for us for,
Yeah, on April 1st, we have a joint work meeting with City Council. We've got some proposed changes in some of our residential zones and in some of the other language. There's a little bit of a change in parking, and then there's one in the comprehensive plan, which will be affected by the zone changes that will be presented. But at that work meeting, that's where we want you guys to walk through it. We'll present it, and then you can give us your thoughts or ideas and what you need to do in that. So Katie Jo, I think, sent the invitation out today. Excuse me, and it should have copies of those proposed changes that you can take a look at. Did you do clean copies? And so you'll see what it'd look cleaned up, and then you'll see where it shows strikeouts and adding new language, that you can see what those actual changes are going to be.
Those were attached to the email today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In about a week, I will send out another email
So-
with PDF attachments again, because sometimes I know they disappear off of the calendar invite. So if for some reason you can't find them, give me about a week. I don't want to spam all of you, so I'll give you a week, give you a reminder and send them out again.
So then on the 19th, it says there's a rezone. Are we coming in for that
Yes.
also? Okay, so that was on the 1st of April, but this is
Yeah. Reason I'm trying to remember,
in 2
I think
weeks.
we missed that one, didn't we?
plat on the 19th.
Yes.
But
A
the
plat.
rezone will be on the 2nd of April.
They didn't
Oh,
make
okay.
the calendar time for us
Okay,
to get
so
it.
not a rezone, but a plat.
Yeah,
Okay. And then the next week we do the meeting,
the next one, yes.
the work meeting. Okay.
What is the rezone that's in the queue right now?
It's the Steiner property, which is right next to the Birch property that we did. So he's coming in with some proposals for that one also. Same guy. That'll be brought to you guys also.
Okay. Thank you. Stand adjourned.
Okay.
Hey, now I got a question to you.